This is a horrible story, and as emergency relief funding for the hurricanes and tornado, the tornado in Oklahoma, is being pushed through the House and the Senate by Democrats and some Republicans, including Tom Coburn, the senator of Oklahoma, one of them, hems and haws about how we need cuts in other places before we provide any emergency relief, even for my own constituents. This story is just horrible. Took place, I guess, in August of last year. A woman in Josephine County in Oregon called 911 and pleaded with dispatchers to send police. Quote, "My ex-boyfriend is trying to break into my house. I'm not letting him in, but he's tried to break down the door and he's tried to break into one of the women's windows." Apparently, this same man had landed her in the hospital a few weeks before. The dispatcher had no one to send because the local sheriff's department recently lost millions of dollars in federal funds. It had to lay off 23 of its 29 deputies and limited their availability to 8 hours on Monday through Fridays. The woman was calling on a Saturday. The 911 dispatcher transferred the woman to state police, but they would not come to rescue the woman either. In the words of the police state dispatcher, quote, "I don't have anybody to send out there. You know, obviously, if he comes inside the residence and assaults you, can you ask him to go away? Do you know if he's intoxicated or anything?" Eventually, the ex-boyfriend pried open the woman's front door, choked her, and raped her. After he was caught, he pled guilty to kidnapping, assault, and sexual abuse. The sheriff, Gil Gilberson, would not comment on the specific case, but he told Oregon Public Radio, "There isn't a day go by that we don't have another victim due to law enforcement deficit caused by these budget cuts that went into effect last May." Apparently, the sheriff's office budget was cut after the expiration of a multi-million-dollar annual federal aid payment to timber-dependent counties. The Secure Rural Schools and Community Self-Determination Act. Apparently, back in 2000, because the funding that was a function of logging on federal lands that had been slowly reduced starting with legislation in '89, because that the federal government used to kick back some of the money from the federal logging program. In 2000, because that money became so reduced, because apparently a lot of it was logged out or federal lands needed to become protected, the federal government started to provide more aid through the Secure Rural Schools and Community Self-Determination Act. That, of course, has been cut because, I guess, I don't know, debt crisis? What is it? Deficit? Offsetting funding for disaster relief? And so you have more and more people basically just having to rely on crime being committed against them during the week and during business hours. Stunning. I hope Tom Coburn is pleased with himself, knowing that that program was cut.